Welcome to the Dinuba Chamber of Commerce in Your Business podcast, where we bring you the latest news, insights, and interviews from our vibrant business community and community members right here in Dinuba, California. Join us as we explore the stories of local entrepreneurs, business owners, and community members who are driving innovation and positive change in our region. Whether you're a business owner, a resident, or just someone interested in positive growth of our community, this podcast is for you. So sit back, relax, and join us as we explore what's going on in Dinuba. So today, in our podcast, we're going to be talking about positive change in our and I'm lucky to have Rolando Solis from Solis Ministries here today.
Good morning. How are you, Heath?
I'm good.
Good.
And also Serna, who is always a good time, and he is with Youth for Christ.
Hey, good morning, Heath. It's good to be here.
And today's podcast episode is produced by Galen Kaya. So Galen's in the background today, so we thank him for being with us again. So let's get into it. We've got some really cool events as weather has kind of knock on wood. We have a break in bad weather, and we're entering into spring and summer. I think we've already gone past our first day of spring, thank goodness. And so we've broken that down, and we're ready to get outside again. I think we're all ready to get out of this rain and enjoy some sunshine. And Rolando, you have an event coming up, and I want you to tell us a little bit about that. But first, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your ministry?
Yeah, my ministry, well, I'm actually from Dinuba. I was born and raised here 50 years ago. And my ministry began in 2018, and we started by building a team that just restored vehicles, and we would be able to give back to the community. I have a small dealership. We would close down the dealership twice a year, and we would feed people. So we would do those on separate occasions. And then in 2020, I started to get more involved into bringing broken neighborhoods in Selma, which is getting outreach resource centers together, coming out and being able to offer individuals different things, whether it's domestic violence, whether it's drugs, whether it's medical assistance or financial assistance. And this year, we decided to put all three into place.
That's inspiring. And I know for a fact that families, especially during the pandemic, were struggling. And I'm sure that, and it was really hard to find any cars. Like even the used car market was just outrageously expensive. Everything was going up. And I'm sure you experienced some of those families struggling that couldn't get a car. Yeah,
they were absolutely struggling. And the way that we do the car nomination is, well, it's done by nomination. We throw it out there a few months in advance, and it goes to a family that's really, truly in need. Somebody will share their story. They can share their own story if they'd like. And we're probably going to do one last extension this weekend. We did cap it off last week, but I think this weekend we're going to throw it out one more time here in Dinuba and give everybody one last opportunity to nominate themselves. And what it does is it enables somebody to get a hand up in life when they're really struggling and they're really needing, they've come through life, they've come through their struggles. The only thing that they're missing is transportation. I drive around the city all the time, and I see people walking. I see parents with their kids walking to school because parents don't have transportation. It breaks my heart. I really wish that I could give one to every single person in the world. But, you know, I'm reaching out to other dealerships out there too as well. If you can follow suit, follow with me, join with me. I think if we all join this together, we can do this as a larger campaign and produce vehicles for a lot of people.
And jumping ahead a little bit, what Rolando was talking about is they're giving away 2 free cars at the upcoming event, the community outreach event that's happening on April 22nd, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. right here in Dinuba at Roseanne Voyage Park. And if you don't know the name of the park, it's where we have Raisin Day and our Cinco de Mayo festival. So people are really familiar with that. It sounds like a great event. Rolando, can you tell us more about that event?
That event is actually going to be really special to my heart. We have over 13 churches combined, and we have a lot of funding from the businesses. They want to see this happen. I have not had a business turn me away when I started announcing this. I walked into places and I said, hey, we're going to do a community outreach. We want to give back to the people. We would not be in business if it wasn't for the people in this city, and they need help. And I explained to them what type of resources, medical resources. So a lot are jumping on board. We're going to have a lot of booths out there that are offering free resources to people for drug addiction, for vaping, for education. You name it, the list just goes on and on. Marriage counseling, domestic violence. If there's something that you have that you're struggling with or that you're in search of, it's going to be there. So those are going to be there in the first hour and a half. We're going to be feeding snacks to everybody, absolutely free. This is a bring no money event possible whatsoever. We don't want you to bring anything at all. It's all free. Starbucks is going to be out there giving free drinks. We have Dutch Brothers involved. We have UB's Pizza. We have Little Caesars Pizza. So everybody's doing their part. And then after that, we're going to have some messages from a few evangelists. We're going to have Mark Romero, who's going to be giving a testimony. He's a local boy who's gone through some trials in this city and has been able to come out of it. So if he can, I believe everybody else can too as well. And then after that, we're going to feed everybody. And all the food has been donated through Open Gate Ministries and also United Market and Tropicana. So this is something that's coming from the city, and we have so much participation. It's just amazing. I've never in my 50 years of life seen so many people want to get involved to help other people. And so I believe that this is just going to be a very special event. And if this turns out the way that we expect it, then we'll be doing this again next year, maybe even twice a year.
I think that's exciting, especially when we talk about families coming together to support families, businesses coming to support each other, and for local families. It really kind of shows the greatness of Dinuba. Like, this community is diehard, like supporting each other, and as a business leader here in the community, we represent hundreds of businesses here in our community, and we see it all the time. And it makes me so proud to be part of the Chamber of Commerce here. Al, you guys with Youth for Christ, you guys have experienced hardship too, and just the pain that these children are facing in day-to-day life here. Can you talk about some of the needs you're seeing in your organization?
Yeah, just kind of, I'll share here in a bit, but just to reflect on what you guys are saying, Dinuba is a community that does come together, Heath.
Yeah.
And Rolly, and just watching the things that are going on, we had the privilege to be able to help Rolly by opening up our facility so he can do one of his fundraisers. And it was amazing to see so many community people come out and picking up the ribs, Rolly.
Yeah, it was.
Wasn't that beautiful?
It was amazing.
And every person that just picked up a box, all I was thinking about was, man, that's just something that's going to go back into the people that are hurting and here in Dinuba, Rolly. And that's awesome. I applaud what your organization's doing, and Enoch that has come alongside him as a nonprofit. What does Enoch stand for again, Rolly? You want to share that?
Enoch is equipping neighbors in our community, and it stands just for that. They're going to be an open door where you could walk in and have every choice that you're looking for.
Yeah.
You know, when I struggled my life. I had a lot of success in my life, but I also struggled because I'm human, and there's human struggles in life. But when you don't know where to turn to or who to turn to, then that's when life becomes very hard. Yeah. So my goal for this event is twofold. My first goal is when I first got helped and I first got saved, and I went to Living Word Fellowship, and they helped me because they had some people there that were there to support me, and with my addictions and with my issues. It felt amazing. It was the most beautiful thing to have somebody to support me, to be able to have not just one person, but so many people to be there and to support me and say, we're there for you. But that was within a community. That was within a building. And what I don't want people to feel is when I walked out of the building, I went back to the same person because I didn't know where to turn. I didn't know who to talk to anymore. I knew if I go back in that building, they could help me. But what happens when I go outside the building? And that's what these resources are available for. That's why they're going to be there for you. So then this way, you have somebody to go to after the fact. When you first get talked to, when you first get spoken to, and you first get that advice, we're stuck. We want people to be able to follow up with you, and we really, truly want to help you and change your life.
So almost like a mentorship program.
Exactly.
I love that.
And these booths, that's what they're there for. And so they're going to be there to give after support. It's not just for that day, folks. It's not just for that day. This is for every single day after. These resource centers are not at full capacity, and we need to get the awareness out there so they can be at full capacity. They're standing by waiting for the community of Dinuba and the surrounding cities to come and join with them so that we can help in every avenue that we can.
That's a great segue, rolling to that question that Heath just asked me. And what our organization does is exactly that. We work with young people on the campuses in the community that one day were in Rolly's shoes. They were going through hard times, going through hard things in life, Rolly, and they just need somebody to come alongside them and to say that they got what it takes to make it in life. You know, so many of the kids that we work with don't have fathers, Heath, and have never been spoken to or have had words of affirmation that come from a father. And that's where our organization has come in, Rolly, and wanting to partner with this endeavor that you're putting on that we're so proud of, is because this is what the communities do for young people, right?
What we should be doing.
Alongside hurting humanity, Rolly, to be there for them and not just leave, but to be alongside them in this journey called life.
Yes.
You know? And that's why we do what we do. And I've seen so many pastors and faith-based of our faith-based community that's coming alongside you, Rolly. I mean, we sit and have coffee with like 15 of the men in our community that are the faith leaders, right, Heath? You were there this morning.
Oh.
And they're in total support of this. And we're all going to be out there, Rolly, supporting this and coming alongside this and help you in which way we can.
And you know, one of the most beautiful things that I heard when I first announced this, and I went into their meeting, to your coffee meeting, and nobody knew why I was there, but you guys invited me. You knew something that I had something to say. And Pastor Mark from New Life, New Beginnings, is it New Beginnings, New Life?
New Life Community.
Okay, New Life Community. Sorry, and I apologize, Pastor. And so, anyways, he actually raised out his voice and he said, "If they're not meant for me, then I'm going to send them to you." So that means this is true unity. I've never seen this type of true unity before. So this is truly, truly amazing. Okay, when he said that, I broke down, because this is what the whole purpose is about, is for coming together, not saying we're a better organization than you are, or my organization can do something better. We want to be able to share the responsibility, and if I don't have the tools to be able to accommodate you, then I'm going to send them out there to you.
And I think so many ministries, I've seen beautiful ministries go awry when we make it about ego. When we make it about ourselves, we lose. And I haven't seen that at all through you guys, through either of your men. I think that's great. One of the cool things that we kind of that I stumbled on was the Thursday morning guys, and it's kind of funny. Every Thursday morning, the local pastors of our churches meet at Brick and Stone Coffee in our downtown. And I think it started off as like a table of 5, and then we've seen it grow to where we almost need a bigger Brick and Stone. Like we fill the entire place up, and we sit and talk. And Rolando, that's where I first met you.
Yes.
And at just that coffee, and just just saying great things happen over a cup of coffee. But I feel like the people that are sitting at those tables are there to change the world. Like, definitely. I feel like some of our greatest community leaders are having those conversations that we need to have to make our community better. So I appreciate it.
And you know, he just one thing, if this is just out there to whoever's listening, you know, like he said, we're out there to try and change the world. But if we just change one person's life in Dinuba, then this whole event was worth it. So I hope whoever's out there listening, if you're that one person that goes out there and it changes your life, then it was truly worth it.
Al, do you have anything else going on? Do you guys, Youth for Ice, have anything coming up? I heard maybe you have an auction or something like that.
Actually, the night before, on the 21st, we do have an auction in Tulare, California, and it's going to be fun. If you guys would like to do a donation towards it, we're accepting baskets. We're accepting anything that we can sell to help, fundraise for our organization. So yeah, thank you for that.
And if we wanted to donate, who would we contact?
You can contact me, Al Serna, and you can call me at 559-859-5364.
Or you can send the chamber a message directly to any of our social, and we'll put you in touch with Al also. So just, summing things up, on the 21st, we've got Youth for Christ, the auction. On April 21st, we also have the chamber golf tournament. So if you're looking to spend the day out in the green with us, having a good time, we have some fun activities at each of the holes that I'm excited to do again this year. We have a great time. That's one of my favorite events. So
busy time, Heath.
Yeah, we got lots going on. And then on April 22nd from 11 to 4, join us at Roseanne Voyage Park, and celebrating community together. Family resources, free food, entertainment, lots of stuff going on. And then that brings us into May, and we're already at Cinco de Mayo. So if you'd like more information about any of these events, please visit us at www.dinubachamber.com for more information, or any of our socials. Closing thoughts, gentlemen. Is there anything else you guys wanted to share?
Yeah, this is Al, and I just want to say, please come out that Saturday from 11 to 4. We really, really want to see everybody in this community come out, enjoy a wonderful meal, and hear some really positive messages of people that were hurting in this community, that God has turned their lives around, and he wants to continue to turn the lives of people's lives in this community, Rolly. So you got our full support, and we're praying for you, Rolly.
I just want to feed off of Al, and it's a special event, and I just hope everybody in the city can come out. It's absolutely free. There's no ties. There's no catch. It's just you guys, city of Dinuba, surrounding cities. We love you, and we just want you to come out, enjoy a wonderful time. Say thank you for being who you are. Thank you for supporting our businesses. Now it's time for us to support you, and to be able to give you avenues and choices in life to make this a better community for your future and for your children. And just come out and enjoy it.
How can we get a hold of you? If somebody out there in the community wants to get a hold of you or wants to make a donation, how can they get a hold of you?
I'm very open. So you can call me at 559-217-7256.
And again, if anybody wants information, they want to directly message the chamber page, we can put you in touch with either of these gentlemen, who are both doing great things in our community. We appreciate you guys both so much. And I know that, I can't wait to have you guys back on to hear how it went. Maybe you guys could come back and give us an update of how this progresses and kind of what's next. And we'll definitely keep you guys, we'll share your information on all of our socials.
Thanks
so thank
for having
you guys.
us, Heath.
All right, well, that's all we had today. Again, thank you, Galen Caius, for being our guy behind the scenes, our producer with the most. We appreciate all the work that you put into the podcast and helping us out. And that's all we have. Thank you, guys.